you pride yourself as a know-it-all? Do you feel like you know more than the average Joe? Maybe so, but the world is filled with so many interesting things that it's impossible to discover or experience them all. Don't believe us? Wait until you see this list of 12 things you didn't know 5 minutes ago. Prepare to discover the boundaries of your knowledge and hopefully expand it through these interesting finds we have in store for you. While you're here, be sure to smash the like button, subscribe and click the notification bell for more such amazing content. Number 12. Blue fish. Ever gone fishing and managed to reel in a pair of boots or a piece of discarded bottle? While fishing is quite enjoyable and rewarding for the patient one, catching old junk instead of a prized catch is also a part of it. The next time you manage to catch this fella, don't be quick to throw it back in thinking it's some discarded artifact. This blue catch is in fact a type of fish called the lingcod, or known by its scientific name, Ophiodon elongatus. This unique fish is found in the northeastern Pacific Ocean and would catch most anglers by surprise. I mean, just look at it. Where else have you seen a blue fish? If you're thinking the fish turned blue because of some chemical contamination in the ocean, then you're wrong. Scientists have figured out that this blue tinge comes from a pigment called biliverdin. This pigment is responsible for turning the blood serum from a greenish turquoise to blue. One thing still remains a mystery though. Science is not able to explain why this biliverdin pigment turns the flesh blue. Apparently this interesting mutation only happens with 20% of this species. Next time you come across this beauty, you can be sure it's a lingcod. Number 11. Popcorn Beach. Do you dream about popcorn? Well, the island of Fuerteventura, one of the Canary Islands in the Atlantic Ocean, should be your next destination. Miles of endless popcorn spread across the beach. This site would tempt any popcorn lover to dive in and swim in it. But hate to break it to you, they're not really popcorn. Although they look convincingly so. What you're seeing are dead algae. Well, the skeleton of it at least. During the lifespan of these plants, they accumulate calcium carbonate in their shells, which are called spheroidal concentrations. Once the algae die, these small calcareous balls get carried by the waves and finally land up on the beach as you see here. Unfortunately, they're not edible, though they are quite the sight to see. Number 10. Natural decorations. Nature is so incredible, some of the treasures it holds are just unbelievable. See this beauty, for example. Looks like an expensive golden jewelry, but you'll be surprised to find out it's neither gold nor jewelry. Though priceless purely because of its beauty, it is actually the cocoon of a type of butterfly called the Tithoria harmonia. This species is found mostly in South and Central America, and what a magical thing to stumble upon. Imagine walking into the woods studded with hundreds of these shimmering golden cocoons all around you. Nature certainly knows how to pull out all the stops when it comes to creation. Number 9. Winter Simulator. Buying new winter clothes is always a hassle since you can never really trial run it before making a purchase. Most people stock up on winter wear before winter, so there's no way of knowing if what you bought works for you. Is it too cold or is it too warm? Some of the questions you might find yourself asking and won't have them answered until and unless you can walk out of the store and test it out in the cold winter. Thankfully, this conundrum has been fixed by the geniuses at Mark's Work Warehouse. The marketing experts have devised a chamber which can simulate winter conditions right inside the store. The chamber allows you to test out the windproof qualities of the winter jacket that you're planning to buy. It also allows you to manipulate the temperature as low as 58 degrees Fahrenheit. Now that's cool. Number 8. Strawberry Surprise. While most of us don't have the stomach to eat bugs and insects as seen on challenge-based TV shows, we actually do end up eating a lot of them inadvertently. I know this is probably something you didn't want to hear, but hear us out. Based on some estimates, a person accidentally consumes about 14 ounces of various bugs every year. Shocking, but it's true. In this experiment, you can see a bunch of strawberries being submerged in a bowl of water and later coated with salt. This isn't a unique recipe, but if you continue watching, you can see these tiny white worm-like things popping out of the berries. They are in fact the larvae of the spotted common fruit fly. So, how does it get inside the berries? Well, when the time comes for the female to lay her egg, she chooses the pulp of berries like strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, peaches, cherries or grapes. Once the fruit is fully ripe, these flies emerge from the inside. Does this change the way you look at berries from now on? Number 7. Pet Toilet. Traveling can be an exhausting affair, especially if your pets are accompanying you. A lot of pet owners usually have hundreds of different worries running through their mind while traveling, and most are related to potty breaks for the pets. Since this was a recurring problem, the United States government passed a federal ordinance which obliged all airports with an intake of more than 10,000 passengers a year to have animal assistance zones. The ordinance states that a small area with artificial turf will do the job. The O'Hare International Airport in Chicago took it a bit further by providing pets with a 2x4-foot room with an artificial grass and other amenities to keep the pets comfortable and at home. They also provide 3 different outdoor areas with grass, gravel and wood chips for them to play around and stretch their legs in between flying. Sounds like a real treat for the furry ones. Number 6. Endless commercial. Ads are everywhere. In fact, you might come across an ad while watching this video. The world runs on ads and it's impossible to escape them. Marketers are always coming up with new and clever ways to sell their products and services. It seems the marketing department for Old Spice took it a whole new level. This 14-hour-long ad promoting Old Spice took the viewers of Woohoo channel in Brazil by surprise. The ad ran throughout the night without a break and viewers caught the ad even in the morning. The ad kept saying, "Smell amazing forever," and after a while the tagline gets stuck in your head. Probably just what they intended. Old Spice was certainly not lazy enough to play the same ad over and over again, but actually made 1,600 clips and mixed them using combinatorial analysis. So 14 hours of ad but with different scenes and people. Quite impressive and exhausting. Number 5. Twitter logo. Twitter took the world by storm when it was first introduced in 2006. With its unique character limit format, it made concise and precise communication possible. While most of us are familiar with their 280 character limit, we rarely question the bird in the logo. It's not like Twitter endorses anything related to the avian species. Well, the answer that was revealed by co-founder Biz Stone, and a surprising one. Biz is a big fan of the Boston Celtics and naturally was a huge fan of NBA legend Larry Bird. Yes, the bird came from that name. Probably not what you'd expect, but now you know. Number 4. Flamingo feet. If there's a standing straight competition, these pink flamingos will always win. What might be surprising to most is these birds have almost no muscles on their legs. Puzzled by their stamina to stand for long periods of time, scientists delved a bit deeper to find some answers. Guess what they found? They discovered that not only can flamingos stand straight while asleep, but a dead flamingo can continue standing the same way. Pretty shocking, right? What lets them pull off this incredible stunt is the structure of their skeleton. Like us, they too have 2 joints in their legs, one of them being the ankle and the other one being the knee. The knee is harder to find since it's hidden away inside. With its unique bone structure, the flamingo uses its other leg, bends the knee and gets a point of support while standing. And here's the shocking reveal. Flamingos don't stand, they actually sit because of how they use their other leg in conjunction with its knee. Pretty cool. Number 3. Ancient bugs. Bedbugs are probably our biggest nocturnal nightmare. Not only do they ruin our sleep, but their bites result in rashes and other allergic reactions. Last year, a group of scientists from the Dresden University of Technology wanted to learn more about these nightly pests by compiling a detailed family tree. They relied on the DNA of 30 species along with common bedbugs. What they discovered was surprising. The analysis showed that these bugs have existed along with the dinosaurs and are believed to be around 115 million years old. That's 115 million years of twisting and turning during sleep across all species. Number 2. Growth on trees. Ever wondered what those huge bulges found on trees are? It looks like the trees are storing food for winter in a pouch. These are actually tree bud tissues which never sprouted into leaves or into branches and are called a burl. This happens sometimes when the tree's hormones get disrupted after going through some kind of stressor like a virus attack, injury or fungal infection. But there's little to worry about since burls don't cause any issues to the tree in any way. The largest burl was found in Australia in 1984 on a eucalyptus tree and was about 6.5 feet tall. That's huge. Number 1. Bad render. Just have a look at this strange sighting. Almost looks like a tree in a video game which failed to load its textures in time. Well, it's true that it is a tree, but they're not quite the normal ones. These are lindens. What you're seeing is a tree covered in protective nets. These nets are not for the protection of the tree, but for the bees who visit them frequently. The canopy of the tree was sprayed down with pesticides against aphids, which are equally deadly to the helpful bees. As a protective measure, the caretakers took the extra effort of masking the entire tree with these nets. Needless to say, the bees are fine and will have access to these trees soon enough. Now you can walk out of here knowing 12 more new things you didn't know before. Impress your friends with your newfound knowledge or send them our way by sharing this link, hitting the like button and subscribing. Don't forget to click on the notification bell to get our alerts on time. See you soon!